Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode going to give you the metric power rankings for Week 8 of the college football season. As you know in previous videos, I basically take all of the team data when it comes to college football, whether you're talking about points forced, points allowed, turnovers, special teams. I basically just take all the data, turning into one number, and do a general ranking system, and also include things like strength of schedule and that other kind of stuff. And if you've been following this, you should have a clear idea of stuff. I'm going to leave all terms and definitions in the description if you're new to the channel, or at least new to this sort of method of evaluation. But this is just a little bit different. I wanted to do this throughout the season because it's had some pretty strong correlations to previous seasons. When it comes to figuring out who actually are the best teams in college football, and it just basically takes into account all the sort of data points and this or that. So this is the top 25 for this week, taking into account all the data. The top 4 shifted. Of course, Clemson lost to Syracuse, which bumped them a bit. The biggest thing I can say about Clemson is their field goal percentage is really poor. We're talking 23.78 out of 100 when it comes to their field goal percentage. And when you watch the Syracuse game, tons of opportunities to get points on the board that weren't had because of the field goal issue. So we'll see if that's something that catches them in the back, kind of bites them in the butt later on, in like national championship sort of situations, if they end up in the national championship. But so far, that's the biggest thing that I think, the biggest weakness of Clemson is the fact that they don't have a very good field goal percentage or extra point percentage or even turnovers. Their defense definitely doesn't allow a lot of points, but they don't really create a lot of interceptions. They don't really create a lot of fumbles. In general, their turnover ratio is not that great. So this Clemson team is definitely good, but it's not exactly a complete football team, if that makes any sense. Like, they're not dominant in terms of everything, and I think that kind of showed up against Syracuse. But yeah, so the top 4 right now is Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and Notre Dame. Notre Dame continues to have weaknesses when it comes to completion percentage, but they still are good when it comes to putting points on the board, not allowing points, and everything else like that. Then we followed up with Clemson, TCU, Penn State, Stanford, Miami, Florida, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, UCF, USC, Iowa State, Oklahoma State, North Carolina State, Mississippi State, Michigan, Iowa, Wake Forest, Washington State, Auburn, Washington, San Diego State, and Michigan State. So this is the top 25 so far. Looking at all the numbers, again, this is not about the media, it's not about the teams that you beat before, it's just basically how your team is performing over the course of the season, and looking from that kind of perspective. And of course, strength of schedule. The stronger your strength of schedule is, the higher that you rank. This is it. And of course, my name is James Coburn. You can follow my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.